Jr. and his family. But tonight we're going to honor a really special person whom we all knew and loved. We loved his music. We loved his great sense of humor. We always enjoyed seeing him perform. And several of his former band members and friends are going to get together tonight and give you a wonderful tribute to him. And I'd like you to please think about him all through the show. And that, of course, is Mr. Charles Sawtelle. So please make welcome Pete Wernick, Tim O'Brien, and Nick Forster.
How dear to my heart, how precious the moment we stood shaking hands and singing a song. Sing those hymns we sang together, that quaint little church with the benches all warm. How dear to my heart, how precious the moment we stood shaking hands and singing a song. The moment we stood shaking hands and singing a song. The moment we stood shaking hands and singing a song. We stood shaking hands and singing a song.
Thank you, folks. Make Pete Rowan welcome to the stage, if you would. Are you?
my mind. Blue-eyed, can't keep from crying. You found someone that was new, you found someone you knew was true. Blue-eyed, got you on my mind. Well, I don't know what's become of me. Well, we used to walk along with an aching heart. My love is gone, blue night, low as I can be. Thanks, folks. Almost over, almost over, almost over. Let's see what the Lord has done. Keep your lamp trim and burning, trim and burning, keep your lamp trim and burning. Let's see what the Lord has done. Heaven's journey.
Turn the bass down. I never ever thought I would say that. Nice to see you folks. Thank you for coming out for this. Charles always had a blast playing at this festival. We have too. Glad to be back. I want to tell you the songs that we picked out tonight are, that last one is one that Charles brought to the band. It's not exactly what people think of as standard bluegrass fare. He somehow thought that Blind Willie Johnson should be included in bluegrass music. And that was just one of the many things that made Charles the wacky guy that he was. And we started doing that song a long time ago. These are all songs that Charles loved to play, or songs that Charles brought to the band. And we miraculously, through the fact that Charles gave Pete Rowan one of his Rize guitars, and Pete has tuned into the Charles thing, this is really working. This music sounds good. Pete Rowan's doing great. Anyway, we have a bunch of songs for you, and we got Frank Edmondson back up there mixing sound for us, just like the old days. So here's one that Charles used to like to sing. It's called "Darling, Think of What You Done." So we got a chance in the world of Hot Rize to play a million places and travel around all the time. One of the best stories we had about traveling happened here at Winterhawk, and it's vaguely connected to this next song. We played here one weekend, and we hired a big fancy rock and roll bus to bring us up here because we were doing some other shows. And our bus broke down, or I don't know what happened to it. We were already up here, the air conditioning broke or something, so we called the guy and said, well, our air conditioning doesn't work. And so they sent us another bus up here. So we had two giant buses up the top of the hill. And then once that happened, then the rains came, big time. And I'll tell you more about this story in a little while. Here comes this next song. It's called You Don't Have to Move That Mountain. Please welcome Jerry Douglas.
God's gracious kingdom. In His word you find the strength, if you will just believe them. You don't have to move that mountain, just help me, Lord, to climb it. You don't have to move that stumbling block, just show me the way around it. Sometimes we even falter, but you can have this grace, my friend, on your knees down at the altar. You don't have to move that mountain, just help me, Lord, to climb it. You don't have to move that stumbling block, just show me the way around it. Show me the way around it. You don't have to move that mountain, just help me, Lord, to climb it. You don't have to move that stumbling block, just show me the way around it.
So the morning after our late night show, we had these two buses stranded in the mud, and we woke up at about 6 o'clock hoping we would make it to the airport by 9 down in New York to catch our flight because we had a gig in Nashville that day. One of the surprises was we had Tony Rice asleep sitting up in our bus, which was the kind of magic that happens at Winterhawk. Just one of the, you never know when that might happen. Might happen to one of you this evening. Hard to say. But we managed to commandeer some slightly nervous patrons of the festival who were leaving in that early morning, and we got them to drive to New York City for their first time in their life with a bunch of our gear, and we were a pretty sorry-looking crew. We had mud up to our knees, and we'd been schlepping all this stuff through the mud and the slop, and we were really tired and stayed up all night. And we managed somehow, we got both, somebody with the pickup and someone with a van, and there was just this, again, the spirit of Winterhawk, these great people here, everybody willing to chip in. We get down, no, really, no fooling around. So we get down to the airport, miraculously half an hour before our flight, check our bags at the curb, get into the airport, and get checked in, everything's set, we're all ready to go, and Frank and Charles and I got on the plane. Tim and Pete were like spaced out looking at magazines and missed the flight. And then the beauty of the story, which has to do with Charles, is that when we got to Chicago and we're waiting for these other guys to show up because they had missed their plane, even though we'd done this Herculean, amazing effort to get off the muddy mountain and done this amazing thing to catch our plane. So we're in Chicago. And Charles looked at me and I looked at him, and we both, we were still covered with mud and straw and caked on mud all over our clothes. And Charles, I was just kind of going with it at that point. And Charles took out a $20 bill and went up to the shoe shine guy and said, "Do what you can." You ready?
I'm ready. 1, 2, 3. Since I first went to sea, since I sailed from old Ireland and home. Those hills, lush and green, were a part of my dream when I dreamed of my calling alone. On the day I returned to my sorrow, I learned that the angels had called her away to the great haunted hill overlooking the mill. That's the place where she's sleeping today. She was faithful each day as I sailed far away. There was no one but me that she loved. And I remember those eyes, soft and blue as the sky, and her heart was as pure as a dove. As the soft breezes blow through the meadow, I go past the mill with the moss-covered stone. Up the pathway I climb through the woods and the vines to be with my calling alone. All the years of my life I will not take a wife. I will live in this valley alone, planting flowers around the soft, gentle ground that is holding my calling alone. As the soft breezes blow through the meadow, I go past the mill with the moss-covered stone. Up the pathway I climb through the woods and the vines to be with my calling alone. Up the pathway I climb through the woods and the vines to be with my calling alone. We'll play that. But first this one. Not that short, no, come on. Got my boots on. Now, see, those are the other thing. We always all had boots on so that the mics were at the same correct height. If we switched from street shoes to the boots and one of us didn't do it, we'd always be fighting. Thank you very much. Same tempo. 1, 2, 3. Short to borrow sorrow, life's too short for me to worry over you. You are gone, you are missing other lips you are kissing. Life's too short for me to worry over you. And I'm leaving, and I'm grieving, and I'm grieving, 'cause I'm blue. And today and gone tomorrow, life's too short to borrow sorrow. Life's too short for me to worry over you.
tomorrow. Life's too short for me to worry over you.
I don't have another heart so good and true. It was made for you using, not for all this abusing. Life's too short for me to worry over you.
And I'm leaving, and I'm grieving, 'cause I'm blue. Every day gone tomorrow. Life's too short to borrow sorrow. Life's too short for me to worry over you. Life's too short for me to worry over you.
I want to acknowledge the dedication of a beautiful maple tree for several of our friends, including Charles, here on the grounds. It'll be growing every year as Winterhawk keeps going, and we've been coming back and watching it grow. And also want to acknowledge a poem by Charles Barnes dedicating the tree to our good friends. And this is a little number about this guitar. If this guitar could talk, I know it would tell stories of life on the road. Honky-tonk bars, old pickup trucks, get in tune and on with the show. This guitar belonged to Charles Sawtelle, one of the boys in Hot Rize. He left it to me with Heather Elmtree and Jean, to my wondrous surprise. Yeah, Charlie, it's hard to let go. Tune up the fiddle, on with the show. These rusty old strings make this D18 ring, and we're keeping the show on the road. This D18 was made by C.F. Martin back in 1935. They got it just right, Adirondack spruce top, mahogany back and sides. There's songs in the wood, and there's tunes in the grain of trees 200 years old. Ebony fingerboard and mother of pearl, friendship more precious than gold. Charlie, it's hard to let go. Tim's cowboy boots were once in cahoots with a black cowboy hat and shades. Behind that disguise, so wicked and wise, was that trailblazing dude we call Slade. Charlie's hard to let go. Tune up the fiddle on with the show. These rusty old strings make this D18 sing, and we're keeping the show on the road. Hey Charlie, I had to let you know. I'm happy about that. It's a joyous occasion. This is a song of Charles. This next one is a song that Charles used to sing a lot, and he was an inspiring guy all through his life, and especially in the last several years when he was going through his illness and stuff. It was just so often is the case that being close to him and seeing him change and adapt and be brave and courageous and have a lot of dignity through all that, and he learned a lot in the last years, and he was a great example to us all. Anyway, this is a great song, kind of sums it all up. Each day I'll do a golden deed. My health in those who are in need. My life on earth is but a span. And so I'll do the best I can.
Life's evening sun is sinking low. A few more days, I must go.
And I must go to meet the deeds that I have done. Where there will be no setting sun. While traveling down life's weary road, I'll try to live some travelers low. I'll try to turn the night to day. Make flowers bloom along the way.
Life's evening sun is sinking low. A few more days, and I must go
to meet the deeds that I have done. Where there will be
no setting sun.
To be a child of God each day. My light must shine along the way. I'll try to do the best I can. And I know Jesus understands.
Life's evening sun
is sinking low.
is sinking low.
So it's important to remember some of the wacky things Charles used to say, like, never turn anything all the way up. Never eat anything blue. That was a big one. Anyway, we're going to do another song, this time sung by a good friend of Charles. Charles, you know, he endured lots of indignities in his course of treatment. It's a rough road to have the kind of disease that Charles had. It's in a way almost a rougher road to get the treatment that they've got for it these days. Someday we might look back and think, my God, how do we make people go through this stuff? But the bone marrow transplant and all the treatment that he endured was tough stuff. And he wound up at a hospital out in California that was kind of specialized in this stuff he had. And while he was out there, he had some friends from California stop by, David Grisman, Laurie Lewis, Harry Orlov among them. And they got to spend a little time with him in the hospital, play a little music. And I got out there for just a little bit. Anyway, here's a song that we get Harry Orlov to sing, called I'm a Walking the Dog.
There you go. Yeah, Charles used to always remind us that Webb Pierce had a guitar in the shape of a swimming pool. How about Peter's doing it?
Tie me down. I'm walking the dog, in painting the town. Such an easy life I never knew until the day that I left you. I'm a carefree lad that's seen the light. I'm walking the dog, I'll do it all night.
We got time for a few more songs. This is one Charles was working on. He was working on his first solo record. Charles was not a prolific songwriter or tune writer or anything like that, but he obviously loved music, had a little studio at his house, and he was working very surreptitiously, secretly on this project, that solo record. He's got a bunch of his friends, including Dave Grisman, Peter Rowan, Michael Doucet from Beau Soleil. He had Flaco Jimenez and Vassar Clemens and Laurie Lewis, a bunch of us playing on this new record that Lori Lewis is working on putting together, and it should come out sometime, hopefully before the end of this year. And this is, as far as I know, the only instrumental Charles ever made up, and it's one that he recorded, and it's going to be on his new record. And this one we started doing just kind of the last few years. We started playing it live. This one, again, you know, perfect Charles. It's one called the Butcher's Dog. And apparently the first title for it was The Butcher's Thumb, but that was a little too gross. So he changed it to The Butcher's Dog. That's what Michael Deuce said. Didn't know that. Never knew that. It's a special treat for me to come back. Okay. We'll do that. It's a treat for me to come back around here because I grew up in the Hudson River Valley and I got to see a bunch of my family today. Went over to Bash Bish Falls like I used to when I was a teenager. I took my 15-year-old daughter out to Bash Bish Falls today and sort of vaguely described some of the things I used to do out there. Didn't go into great detail. Anyway, it's a pleasure being back among you all.
Let's just do that, okay?
Here's one that Tim made up. And thank you again. There's one called Walk the Way the Wind Blows.
Up along the hallway and down along the stairs, I can see the pictures that we made down through the years, and it makes me blue, darling, thinking of the past. I'm truly sorry couldn't make it back. Walk the way the wind blows, cry the tears I cried, hoping for you, darling, to be here by my side. I gotta do some thinking of where to go from here. Walk the way the wind blows, wipe away the tears. I remember, darling, when you first came to me, all the air was sweet then, and all our time was free. But like the leaves that withered, our hearts fell away. I think I'll just go out alone and walk my blues away. Walk the way the wind blows, cry the tears I cried, hoping for you, darling, to be here by my side. I gotta do some thinking of where to go from here. Walk the way the wind blows, wipe away the tears. Walk the way the wind blows, cry the tears I cried, hoping for you, darling, to be here by my side. I gotta do some thinking of where to go from here. Walk the way the wind blows, wipe away the tears. Walk the way the wind blows, wipe away the tears.
The lights are shining. Would you like another one? All right, let's see what we can do.
Thank you very much. We will do another one. We got another one we could remember that's pretty good, we think. Just wanted to mention, some people might not know this, but we don't know for sure actually what happened to Slade. We heard that he died the same day that Charles died, but you know, Slade is a mystery person. We're not exactly sure But just in case anybody wants to remember Slade, there are Slade t-shirts and Slade stickers here for people to take home, and the proceeds will go to some kind of something yet to be determined memorializing Charles, which we thought was pretty nice of Slade to do that for Charles. Anyway, go see about that if you'd like, and just can't let this weekend go by without mentioning that I'm really glad I'm here, especially this weekend. 10 years ago I was in a really awful bad accident on the way here and got through it. That was 10 years ago. I'm still here. I hope you're all still here 10 years from now, 20 years from now. And let's just remember those people like Al Plumple and all our good friends that have passed on, and value our life for every day that we have. Just wanted to say that.
Thanks, Mary Dobb. Thank you, folks. See you soon.